Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, June 22nd. And this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Flagler County Commissioners appoint a familiar face as the new interim county administrator.
And all those in favor of the motion appointing Ms. Heidi Petito, interim county administrator, effective July the 4th, 2021, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion carries unanimously.
Heidi Petito will take over early next month for outgoing County Administrator Jerry Cameron. Petito was selected over Chief of Staff Jorge Salinas, who was initially poised to move into the interim administrator position. Cameron complimented Petito's abilities.
Jorge believed that he was correctly situated as the number two. He developed a great admiration for the abilities of Heidi Petito. I agree with him that Heidi has a long-standing record of accomplishment here. She has grown up from the ranks. She understands every portion of what we do here.
Petito called it an honor to be selected.
I'm extremely honored that you guys have the confidence in me to move the organization forward under the direction and the path that Mr. Cameron has set forward. I think that we've got a great team, an extraordinary team, and I look forward to continuing moving the organization in that direction, even if it is on just an interim basis.
She'll take over for at least 3 months or longer if needed. Flagler County's unemployment rate is moving in the right direction. John Arking reports.
Flagler County's unemployment rate dropped to 5.1% in May, with 745 new jobs being filled. That was according to data released Friday from the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber President and CEO Greg Blase says the positive numbers follow the Chamber's launch last month of their Return to Work initiative, and they're expecting continued positive economic headlines as the pandemic recovery continues. But Blase says those who remain unemployed need to keep in mind changes are on the way next week.
Residents that are receiving unemployment, you need to know that the additional $300 weekly federal pandemic unemployment payment is going to end next week on June 26, 2021. So it's really going to be more important than ever for those folks that are on unemployment, that perhaps maybe don't feel safe enough to return to work or apply for jobs or what have you. This major $300 weekly stipend is going to end that has been coming from the federal government. So more and more people are going to be getting out into the labor force, and we're looking forward to seeing more jobs filled in the very near future here in Flagler County.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
Multiple charges are filed against a repeat felon who tried to get away in a stolen vehicle. Karen Johnson has more.
43-year-old Robert Moore tried to elude Flagler County law enforcement recently when initially Bunnell PD tried to pull over Moore on a traffic stop on US 1 before he fled the scene. Flagler County Fire Flight additionally responded to keep visual of the vehicle from the air. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
He fled from Bunnell Police and Flagler County deputies when they tried to stop him. But eventually we were able to use our stop sticks and stop the vehicle at West State Road 100 in County Road 302.
Sheriff Staley says Moore was secured and advised his friend had rented the car, but he was unsure from where and that he didn't know the vehicle was stolen. He also claimed he wasn't the driver. Through investigative measures, it was determined the passenger didn't have any criminal involvement with the stolen vehicle and he was released from the scene. However, this isn't Moore's first encounter with law enforcement. He's been previously arrested in Flagler, Volusia, and Putnam County for multiple charges including drug possession, domestic violence, aggravated battery on law enforcement, possession of a controlled substance, threats to do violence, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
You have to be involved in the community. You have to help things get done.
Flagler's Tiger Bay Club began over coffee and a bagel. Amy Cherry has the story.
President Greg Davis and his partner Don Madden got together and collaborated to create the local club. Madden was a member of Orlando's Tiger Bay Club, and Davis had been a part of the Volusia Tiger Bay Club.
Put together a plan and organized a board of directors and put put together some founding documents and a whole bunch of other things and mission statements and got busy doing it and launched Tiger Bay Club as a nonpartisan political organization. Really what we do is our mission is really about education and helping the public. That's really what we do. It's about education. It's about civility. It's about folks listening to folks from their point of view, which requires you to be secure in your own ideas. It's about being able to have passion without anger. It's about helping to develop the next generation of leaders.
And living up to their mission, they're hosting a Palm Coast Mayoral Candidates Forum tomorrow at the Palm Coast Community Center. It kicks off with a meet and greet at 5 p.m. Candidates David Alphin, Carol Baca, Doug Courtney, and Cornelia Downing-Manfrey will participate. Candidates Alan Lowe and Kathy Ostrino declined to participate. Hear the forum live on WNZF at 6 p.m.
When you take over a business, you hope the current employees will stay on.
You don't expect to hire heroes, though, but that's what Kevin Knopf got when he took over the Anchor restaurant at Flagler Beach.
So when we bought the restaurant back in September, the entire team stayed on with us, which is just an amazing gift. And I knew that Stephanie and James had prior experience and training in this area, but not to the extent. It was just, small conversation. But to have the gift of having them as part of the team in this situation and their call to action so rapidly, it just was amazing.
As James Heron said yesterday, the pair kept a man alive until EMTs arrived. You can listen to the Business Report, where this interview came from, on Saturday mornings at 10 here on WNZF. Or you can check out the podcast on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Flagler Beach Fire and police chiefs praise James and Stephanie for saving a life. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.